This is a presentation of Northeast Streaming Sports.
Guess it would be best if I unmuted, and I'm going to mute my phone here, so that won't be a bother. So I had the one thing muted, and shouldn't have been muted, and then I had the thing that should have been muted was not. So now we got that squared away. Ghost Trader, good to see you over there. Make sure you guys are heading over to YouTube. This way you can actually see all the things that are coming on over on YouTube. Willie, all right. Good to see you, Will. Good to see you, Will. Hello, how you doing? Jojo Valdez, what's good? And Vicky Orr, good to see you as well. As you see that little comment, especially if you're on YouTube, you see that Vicky Orr has that little attachment beside her name, which means that she is a member of the Galleon. Being a member of the Galleon has its perks. Membership is either $5 a month for crewmates, or if you are a member of the Chiefs Mess, that's $10 a month, but you get a Captain Jack patch with it one time, and you have other perks. So there you go. Oh, I want to put this on there. I guess let me see, get the brand up here. Or no, it's in the banners. Yeah, there we go. If you're watching, and I'll put this on the bottom. If you're watching on Facebook, please head on over to YouTube. If you're watching on Facebook, please come over to YouTube. LBC Raider, good to see you as well. I'm waving at you. It's not letting me wave. Again, if you're on Instagram, please head on over to YouTube as well. The reason why I say that, Doc, I don't know where my menorah is. It's somewhere in the house. I don't have any candles. Actually, this is, let me see. It started Sunday, so Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. This is the fifth night of Hanukkah already. And hello to Marlo. Marlo says hello. So yes. So yeah, no menorah on the screen, but that's okay. Again, for all my Jewish friends, happy Hanukkah to all of you. Just sitting here watching a probably a god awful football game between the Saints, who are down to Taysom Hill actually playing quarterback instead of being the what do you call it, the guy you go to for change of pace. Taysom Hill's playing quarterback. What happened to Trevor Siemian? I don't know. So somebody might be able to tell me that if you're a Saints fan, because Taysom Hill was injured, and if Taysom Hill is playing quarterback now, I don't know what happened to Trevor Siemian, but really I don't care because it's the Saints. Really nice screen passes developing. That's a first down to one of their larger tight ends. Who is that? Vanett? Yeah, nice first down by Vanett on a screen pass by Taysom Hill. Ghost Raider, thank you for going over to YouTube. Again, if you're on Instagram, please go to YouTube. Go see Captain Jack Rackham on YouTube. If you're on Facebook, same thing applies because we're going to be doing spins because I've been telling people for a while, it's taken me a while to get all of the people onto the wheel. So I did take the 50 that we had with some of the there are a few extras, but basically it's 30 a wheel, 30 people a wheel, and then I put their names on 3 times. So it's not just 30 people on the wheel, it's 90, but it's the same 30 people, just I multiplied it by 3. This way the wheel looks a little bit busier, but we're going to be doing 2 prize giveaways because it's taken a while to do that. Okay, taken a while to do that, and we'll do it tonight. We will have 2 winners, 2 prizes. No. Simeon is sitting tonight. Oh, he's sitting, so he's not injured. Ooh, was that a pick? Was that a pick? Guy seems to think it. 27. The Cowboys. Looks like that was a pick. I didn't see the play. I just saw the after action. Okay, so it was towards. Oh yeah. Well, let me see. It was to Kenny Stills, who tips it up in the air. Now let's see if the guy got his feet down. That's one. And yeah, he dragged both feet, so that is a interception. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's okay. The reason why I went 950 was because I had to work later tonight. And I wasn't sure if I was going to be on time. I'm actually a little early at 9:30, but I wasn't sure when I was going to be. But yeah, no problem. When people can come over, they can come over. Hey, Wild Turkey, thank you for that. Thank you for that. It's always good to see folks. I'm not sure how many people are here, but it doesn't matter because we're giving out the opportunity for people to come on board. And again, we're still 1 week out from the wonderful victory that the Raiders had on Thanksgiving against these same Dallas Cowboys that are playing tonight. Have you noticed that the Cowboys, they play on Thanksgiving and then they usually play the next Thursday night too? I've noticed that. It's happened tonight. I think it happened last year too. So, I mean, that's an unfair advantage that they have every year. It's an unfair advantage. But, I appreciate everybody being here. Ghost Ritter, thank you for being here as well. Bourbon is here as well, Vicky. But let's do the things that we have to do, which is we're going to do 2 spins of the wheel. Remember, normally it's 1 spin, 1 prize. Okay? 1 spin, 1 prize. So we'll do 2 spins, 2 prizes, but 1 spin per 1 prize per wheel. Okay. So what we're going to do is this, and I'm going to see which which looks best. I'm going to try this one. I'm going to add this to the stream. Okay, that's I like that's better. That's better. Yeah, because you don't want to see me. You want to see the prizes and the winner. Okay. Right now we have what is it? The winner's wheel. So basically, did I not? You know what? I didn't. Looks like I didn't mix these yet. So let's shuffle them. Gonna have to. I thought I shuffled them a lot. So we are shuffling again. It's 30 people times 3. So as you can see, there are 90 inputs on this wheel, and I'm shuffling them up. I thought I did this last night. I guess I didn't save it. That's probably what it was. So let's do it quite a bit. Remember, why is this so slow? Very slow. But we're going to shuffle the wheel. Remember, this is the first of the prize wheels. These are the folks that are the participants of prize wheel number 1. Again, 30 people multiplied. Their names are on there 3 times, so 90 slots available on this one. And we'll take care of this. And see, I like to mix them up because, again, and I did it last night. You're going to see that there are people that they're next to each other, and I there's really nothing I can do about that because there are people that have a lot of spots, and when you multiply those spots and then you obviously multiply them by 3, you'll see, like, for example, I don't know if you can see it right now, but Vicky again is right next to each other, and we've shuffled it a bit, but we still are going to have, and you'll see when we get done. This is prize wheel number 1 as we keep shuffling. And then we're going to have prize wheel number 2. See Vince, V-Dub next to each other twice. Jesse, okay, actually that's not a bad. Okay, Vicky again next to each other. Jesse Rodas next to each other. Rich, that's not okay. Hammer's house next to each other twice. So let me do like 5 more times. Let's shuffle it 5 more times. 1. Why is this so slow? 2. Shuffling 3. And again, if you're on Instagram, you're only watching me. You're not watching the full program. So please head over to YouTube. And people ask me, they say, well, how do you get in on this? Well, every time that you give a $5 donation, via super chat or super sticker, or if you go, let's do a different background. Let's do this one. Yeah, we'll do that. There you go. Every time you give a $5 donation via super chat or super sticker, or you can do it via PayPal, or you can do it via what's that other one? It's not Zelle. There's a third one. I can't remember what it is. But every $5 you donate gets you an entry. So every time you give $5 per the donation, you get an entry. And then when I had the 25 plus the 5 specials, basically I'll have a wheel of 30 people. And then, of course, like I said, I multiply it by 3 so that their names are on there. But it's still the same amount of people, same amount of opportunities and chances. But 1 wheel, 1 winner. And we'll do that. So I think that I've gotten not a bad mixture. Let's see here. I don't see how many times. Occasionally, you're going to see names that are next to each other. Not bad though. Not bad. So yeah, that's not a bad. Okay, yeah, Vince is next to each other. Jesse Rodas is next to each other once or twice, but it's still not a bad shuffle. So what we're going to do is, let me go back to comments, see what I got here. I'll take a yarmulke. I do have a yarmulke. I'm so excited that there's Raiders content show. Yeah, thank you there, Bourbon. And we try to do. I try to do my content as I can. Aaron Cortez, thank you for being here. How many times am I on the? Okay, Vicky was asking. I won 3 times on your Invicta Bad Guys raffle. By the time I left, I gave the rest of my tickets to somebody from. Vicky, you are. See, I split because you had so many entrants. I split your entrance, I think, for both wheels. So on one wheel, I think you had. Let me see here. I have the information up here. Let's see here. Vicky had 10 spots. So I split you 5 and 5. So you had five spots on one wheel and 5 spots on the other wheel. Okay. Times 3. So basically you had 15 spots on each wheel. So that this way your chances are the same on both. But I did it like that because, again, I was supposed to do 25 and then it just didn't occur that way. So that's why I split them that way. Raider Joe, thank you. Oh, yes. How was that, by the way, Chronicles? I'm sorry I missed it. I don't think I have Raider John. Yeah, Raider Joe. Different Raider Joe. What's Raider Joe's channel? Yeah, Raider Joe. Oh, Venmo. Is it Venmo? It's not. There's another one. Time to break out the it's Manischewitz. But yeah, I knew what you're trying to say. Raider Squid. Raider Squid was actually the last of the participants. He gave me 2 shots. Yeah, so Raider Squid is on. I split his to both wheels. So again, I did it evenly. Search Raider Joe, will be a skull on each side. Okay. And Vicky Orr is giving me a head. Okay. So let's do a prize wheel. I don't see anybody else that came in on Instagram. I get so nervous, but I bite my nails. It's not a good thing, but I've been doing it for over 50 years. I'm almost 60. Wow. So at least 56 years. Yeah, I've been biting my nails. So we're going to do, we'll figure out who the winner is again. And I did all of the shuffling. So we got the wheel up here. Okay. We got the wheel up here. And again, if you're watching on Facebook, please come on over to YouTube. If you're watching on Instagram, please come over to YouTube. We are broadcasting on several Facebook channels. 2 of my profiles, plus the Galleon page, plus the Elite, or not Elite, the Northeast Streaming Sports channel. So we got those on Facebook. Plus we have the 2 YouTubes, Chronicles of the Black Hole, along with my YouTube channel, which is Captain Jack Rackham, my Twitter, and my Twitch. I'm trying to get some Twitch up. Cash App. That's what it is. It's the Cash App. And if you want, like I said, every time you send $5 via either Cash App or PayPal or the obviously the easy way on YouTube is with the super chat and super sticker. For every time you send $5, you get an entry. So that's how you do it. So that's how you get in on the prize wheel. I figure you guys are giving me tips and donations. I appreciate that. So I'm going to try to give something back to you. And there's a whole big box of stuff and other things I haven't even got. There's other things I haven't even gotten into yet. So we're gonna. Without further ado, we're gonna spin it. See who you guys can see the wheel here. In fact, if I get out of this scene, let's see. Does it go full screen? If I take. I forgot. If I leave the screen, then you guys can't hear me. I apologize. I forgot about that. So I will stay on the screen. So let's spin it. Let's see who our winner is first. All right. Mr. Wombat is our first winner. Okay. So that's done. So Mr. Wombat is our first winner. And then we will let's go to the next list, which is prizes. We're going to open up the prizes. Remember, one winner, one prize. Open up. Okay, so here you go. And remember, as you can see, there's 162 different things here. So we'll get the winner done. So Mr. Wombat is the winner, the first winner tonight, because we're going to do two spins. So without further ado, let's spin the wheel. Let's see what Mr. Wombat has won. Oh, okay. Raider Nation hard plastic wristbands. They're the big. They're about yay big. They're bigger than these, but I think there's two of them together. One's black, one's gray. So that's what he wants. And Mr. Wombat, let me write this down. I'll have to get his, so if Mr. Wombat is watching, I'll need to get his address. Where the hell is my sticky notes? Okay, there it is. So Mr. Wombat won. He won Raider Nation hard plastic wrist bracelets. Okay, so he is our winner tonight of on the first wheel. So again, every time you give a donation of $5, you get an entry. So there you go. That means that you can win. So make sure you keep those donations going. Okay. Now I'm gonna ask the audience for this. How did OG know 5 minutes before you spin the wheel again? How did OG know 5 minutes before? This is live, Vicky. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. So it is live. He's not seeing it before you. The Cowboys kicked another field goal, so they're up 13-7. Who subscribed? Bourbon Country Raider just subscribed to Raider Joe and Chronicles of the Black Hole. Well, great. I'm good. That's glad to see that. Just subscribe to Raider Joe and Chronicles of the Black Hole. I'm hoping you're subscribed to me, Bourbon Country. I'm pretty sure you are, but congratulations congratulations to Mr. Wombat and Bourbon Country. Thank you for subscribing to my shipmate Chronicles of the Black Hole. Okay, Hammer House joined. There you go, Hammer House. I am doing the prize giveaway tonight. I'm trying to wave at you. I don't know why. If you're watching on Instagram, please come over to YouTube. Mr. Wombat won the hard plastic Raider Nation wrist bracelets. They're in this big treasure chest of prizes. So that's what he won. Oh, I gotta take that. I didn't take it off yet. Let's see here. I gotta find it again. Raider Nation. Okay, here. Gotta take that off. Why is it not working? Okay, well, take that one. Okay, there you go. Now it's off. Okay. So the Raider Nation hard plastic wrist bracelets, at least one of them, because I think I might have a couple of them, they are now off the board so that you can't win them again. Why did they? Okay. I guess no. It's this one. You can keep that one. Get rid of that one, and get rid of that because the computer's slow. Okay, it's ready now. Okay, so the prize was taken off. So that's taken care of. And Hammer, come on over to YouTube. I don't know why I'm so nervous. I'm picking at my nails. Not a good habit. But again, there are plenty of prizes, as you can see by at the bottom. You saw Blitnikov signed 8x10 pick. That's one of the major prizes. Stu wants you to appear on more of his shows, even though he starts at Crazy Eye. He told me to pass this message on to you. Sure. And hi, Jason Dean. Good to see you. I will be on. Stu. I need to show. I need to know when Stu has his shows. But well, I need to. I'll have to send Stu a message because of my schedule. You know my schedule. I'm at work, and it's like I literally come rolling in to the show. So I will try that. I will try to do that. So I will talk with Stu. Boogie with Stu. And Hollywood's in the house as well. Good to see Hollywood. Okay, so we've done one prize. Mr. Wombat won the Raider Nation hard plastic wrist bracelet. So let's do another one. Okay, let's go back to let's see here. And it's not I think it was, let's see here. It was the second winner's wheel. There we go. Winners list number 2. So we're going to open that one. And that's how I divided. Okay, yeah. See how they're not yeah, I'm going to have to shuffle these again. So you guys are watching right now. See, all the names are like right next to each other. So we're going to have to shuffle these all again. I did them last night, but I guess I didn't save it. So that's the reason why I'm going to have to do this all over again. Shuffle them up. So we're talking. So we have had one winner tonight, and again, I will get to the comments as I can. But we are shuffling. I would go off the screen, but as soon as I go off the screen, I lose the microphone. So I apologize for that, but there's nothing I can do about that. So if you want to listen to me, you're going to have me on screen. Hollywood said, "Hey, thank you there, Hollywood. Sent you a pic." And ooh, sloppy second. What are we talking about? Okay, it's delayed. Who's Vicky? I'll take your sloppy seconds. I'm not even getting into that. Yeah, I was gonna say he is a mod. He is a mod, and Raphael is here as well. I still need to shuffle them. Like I said, there's so many. So on the second prize wheel, like I said, Vicky's on here at least 15 times because she had their 5 wins plus at times 3. So, and I'm shuffling them up. And again, you're gonna have them where it's, you're gonna have names next to each other because of the amount of times that they're on here. There's really nothing I can do about that, but that's just the way it is. Kivani Hakim, thank you for coming in. Hammer House, I'm still trying to wave. It's not working. Don't know why. But I'm shuffling them up. And it's just so slow. I apologize. Just so slow. We are at halftime of the Thursday night game. And I needed to do this. So I'll try to get a hold of Mr. Wombat and so I can get his address. And by the way, the last winner we had was Heidi, and she won the Raider Nation. It was like the clips onto like your belt ring. It's a key ring that clips onto like a belt loop. I can't remember what it's called. It's one of those things that when you use for parachuting. Yeah, I still need to do some more shuffling. Jesse is going. You're going to see Jesse's name next to each other a lot because of the amount of entries that Jesse had. Like 13 entries. So you had 7-1 prize wheel, and what are they saying here? What are they saying here? Talking about Washington at the Raiders. Let's see here.
And then again, depending how tonight goes, we talked about it again in the pregame show. They slip up here against New Orleans. That game next week. In 5 weeks, they play each other twice. Washington and Dallas. That NFC East is going to come down to the wire. Next week's going to go a long way in deciding it. Washington's won 3 in a row. On the flip side, the Rams, DB, they've lost 3 straight.
Okay, so there no more talk about the Raiders. Well, okay. Anyway, still do some shuffling. Let me see how it is. I'm going to go down the list and see after we're done shuffling. Very slow. My goodness, slow. Okay, let's see. Let's go up the list to see how many times. Okay, Jesse's going to be next to him. Okay, Vicky next to herself a couple times. Richard C. Vince. Not bad so far. Jesse next to each other. I said Jesse has so many entries. It's hard to split them. See, there's 3 Jesse Rotises in a row, 2 in a row. So let me shuffle it one more time. Okay, shuffle. See, Jesse Rotis right next to each other again. Shuffle. Okay, let's see here. Jose next to himself twice. Not too bad though, considering. See, Vince is next to himself 3. I'm gonna let it slide. I might shuffle twice more. Yeah, might Vicky next to each other. Okay, let's shuffle 3 more times. Okay, shuffle 1, shuffle 2, and shuffle 3. Okay, so we got this done, and we're gonna these this is the winner. So let's see who wins the second prize. I'm spinning the wheel now. Okay. Well, with the amount Jesse Rotis, with the amount of entries he had, that doesn't surprise me. Him and Vicky had Jesse had like 13 entries, and Vicky had 10. So, and again, Jesse's was split 7 and 6. Vicky's was split 5 and 5 because she had 10 entries. So that's done. So congratulations to Jesse. Let's see. Now let's go back to we're going to open the list, which is I think the winner's wheel, which is prizes. We're going to open up the prizes. So we're gonna go through the prizes. So Jesse Rotis, let's see what he won. Hot Neil, not yet. I mean, I got to let me at least do the things we need to do. Okay. Just take care of yourself, Hot Neil. But let's see what we got going on. But this is what Jesse is winning. Let's see what his winning is. Oh, okay, cool. Raiders stereo earbuds. Raiders earbuds. So yeah, that's a cool prize. Raiders ear. So that is his prize. We're gonna hide that choice to make sure it doesn't appear anymore. And so hopefully it hit it. So tonight's winners are Mr. Wombat, who won a Raider Nation hard plastic wrist bracelets, and Jesse Rotis with his Raiders earbuds. I will have to get their addresses for me to send them all of their prizes. So again, congratulations to the winners. Vicky, they don't hate you. Yeah, so yeah, it just it just happens. Yeah, and I will say this. I know Andrew. I know that's Doc. That I know he doesn't mean anything bad by it. I know he doesn't mean anything bad by it. I will attest to Doc. I will attest to Doc. That's it wasn't probably the nicest thing to have put in the package, um, or the comments, but I know Doc and Vicky. I'm telling you, I'm telling Vicky. I'm telling uh, Chronicles. It was a just an unfortunate, not bad comment. So yeah, I know Doc. It's not anything bad meant by it. So congrats to the winners, which is again Mr. Wombat and Jesse Rodas. So remember, every time, and I'm going to remove the wheel now. So every time that you submit $5 for donations, and I'll try to keep up on this more. So for every $5 donation that you give, you get an entry into the prize wheel. So again, I mean, every time you submit $5, though the prizes are definitely, there's not a prize on the wheel that's worth less than $5. Definitely not worth. I mean, normally there's some real, like I said, the signed jerseys, the autograph pick of Fred Blitnikoff is one. So yeah, every time you get submit a donation, you have a chance to win a prize that's worth at least, you know, maybe $10, 10 times that, I should say, 10 times that. So I mean, there are $50 prizes. There's a lot of nice prizes. So again, congratulations to our winners tonight. I'll have to get with Mr. Wombat, and I'll have to get with Jesse Rodas. And I know that Jesse's probably watching or will watch this replay. So Jesse needs to send me his address, and Mr. Wombat, I think I have his address somewhere because he won once before. He won once before. So I'll have to try to find his address. So congratulations, Mr. Wombat, and congratulations to Jesse Rodas. And Vicky's going to win sometime. I know she is, because the amount of time she always puts gives me donations. So she's going to win. I know she's going to win. Uh, let's see what we got here. So again, Jason Dean, great seeing everybody. It was. So we have our winners. If you want to come into the show, I mean, it's already 10 o'clock, and I will say this. See that, hey, Vicky, thanks again. Vicky's getting started on the next prize wheel. Hey, Mr. Wombat, I don't know. Did you see that you won? Mr. Wombat, did you see that you won? You were the first winner. You won Raider Nation hard plastic wrist bracelets. So, Mr. Wombat, I don't know, you came in right in time. You came in right on time to at least know that you won. So you won the Raider Nation hard plastic wrist bracelets. So get with me, Mr. Wombat. Yeah, you won. Yeah, so you're good. But yeah, congratulations to your win on that. Like I said, the Raider Nation hard plastic. I think one's black and the other one is gray. So that's what you want. I know they're in the prize thing. Let's see, the Washington Football Team sound on our game this Sunday. We'd love to see what sound on our game this Sunday. Okay. I appreciate everybody being here. Good to see Jason Dean. Good to see Hollywood in here. So, Mr. Wombat, get with me. Send me your address again, since you're watching. If you want to be in the show tonight, and I don't need the prize wheel anymore. So I'm going to, well, actually, I probably need to save. I'll save this, save that. Okay, I'll go to B. I'm gonna save what I did, winner's wheel. going to save the winner's wheel. Actually, it really doesn't matter. See, it went back. It went back to the original. So remove all inputs from the winner's wheel. And I'm going to open. So the winner's wheel, this winner's is all finished. So I'm going to go to the second winner's wheel, and again, I'm going to remove all inputs from the second winner's wheel. So we already know who won. Yeah, don't worry. Like I said, don't worry about it. Like I said, I can tell everybody here that Doc Cabral did not mean anything by. It was just a bad comment. Bourbon Country, you have 0. Yeah, there you go. See, Vicky said congratulations to Mr. Wombat and Jesse Rodas for our winners for this evening. Again, Mr. Wombat, send me your address, and after I get back from the game sometime next week. Give me time. Sometime next week, I will put you probably next weekend. It'll be the next time I have a time. Probably next week, not like this weekend upcoming, but next weekend, I'll probably get your prizes in the mail. Oh, okay, good. Yeah, but see, I'm glad I got. Yeah, you got to send me your new address. So congratulations to everybody. And social media. Well, hey, you got the best social media going out there, Bourbon. We try to keep you straight on what's going on. Yeah, I'm going to the game this weekend. I will be in Vegas this weekend. So again, congratulations to our winners, Mr. Wombat, and to Jesse Rodas. I know Jesse Rodas. Hopefully, I'll have to get a hold of him somehow, and then we'll get his address. I'm going to the Vegas game. So let's get the if you want to come into the show. If you want to come into the show, Big Al is in here. Good to see Big Al. If you want to come into the show, that is your link. Big Al, thank you for being here. Ahoy to you as well. Let's see here. There's the link, and there is the to Big Al who came in. Jason Dean Hunter, always good to see him. So let's talk what we got going on tonight again. And it is Thursday. It's been 1 week since the Raiders played. In case you haven't been keeping up with current events, I always like that. In case you haven't been keeping up with current events, the Raiders. Oh, what a run! I just looked up a Taysom Hill with a long ass run. I don't see how long it was. But let's see, where was it from? Was it from the 25? So yeah, it comes back. Nothing going on. Gonna run. Gonna tuck it and run. So yeah, got at least a 25, 30-yard run by Taysom Hill. By the way, Bourbon Country. I was gonna say, Mr. Wombat is in Warner Robins area. I know that's a big separation of Georgia because Georgia is a pretty big state, but he's in Warner Robins, and the Atlanta Raider boosters are your biggest area supporters in Georgia. Make sure you get with the Atlanta Raider Booster Club. Nikita is I'm not sure if she's still president or not, but she's one of the founding members. Get with me, and I will make sure I pass information. But make sure you look up Atlanta Raider boosters. That's for Mr. Wombat, along with you, Bourbon Country, so you guys can get with the Atlanta Raider boosters. Get rid of that. There is I put the link up. And Matthew wants to know about the outcome this week. Well, it depends. And I'm going out on a limb here, and I'm saying that the outcome. I can tell you that the winner will be the one that scores the most points.
Hey, Skipper, how you doing?
I'm good. We got OG Daniel in here, and OG Daniel agrees with me. I can guarantee you 100% the winner will be the team that scores the most points?
The winner's going to be us. And I got reasons to tell you why.
Oh, I'm all ears. I'm all ears.
We hit our 3-game downhill slide because of compacted problems. Oh, shoot. Sorry, I hurt my ribs earlier. Gruden getting tossed, and then Henry Ruggs during the bye week, and then Damon wannabe gangsta. Our team had to deal with that 3-game skid because compounding problems. We came out last week and showed the world, okay, we're done with it. And you're going to see a team on fire from here on out. And let me tell you why. Reason one, there was an assistant coach who was on Raiders fan radio who said Greg Olson has gotten fired up and said, I'm on the attack for the rest of the season. Carr has gotten more aggressive. There's reason one. Reason two, we've figured out how to stop the run, and we're going to be implementing that on every play. Reason three, right now is the time to get hot, because teams that get hot right now win Super Bowls. And that's where we better go. If we blow this, I'm canceling the season. But if we go out and dominate and destroy, I'm back on board with winning the Super Bowl. That's where it is this season right now. Oh, God, I hurt my rib.
Are you okay, Ben?
Yeah, no, I did something stupid. And I'm, when you get old and you think, nah, I can do this.
Yeah.
And your body goes, nah, that's where I'm at. Anyway.
I did that the first weekend with I did a high leg kick with Hollywood with me because I was out on the Fremont area, and I saw this girl up on the bar, and she was doing like a high leg kick like a rocket, and I said I can do that, and I did. The problem was I didn't warm up.
Mm-hmm.
After I did the leg kick, it was funny because the leg that I hurt was the off leg. And I don't know how I hurt the off leg because the leg that I kicked up with was okay, but the off leg, because I guess I was putting a lot of strain on the off leg, was the one that felt like a big Charlie horse came at me. But I know what your mind says you can do it, and you can do it, but it sucks. Well, we hope you're okay.
Well, no, you go to change your pants in the middle of the night and you fall, trip, crack a rib on the bedpost. It's like, F.
Yeah.
And, yeah, you're not as cool as you once were. But, no, man, I got a good feeling. Like, I've had this feeling all year, and I haven't had this feeling in a long time. We are going to either turn it up right now and start crushing and just dominating, or we're going to the wayside. The next week will tell. That's how I feel about it. Now, if we go out and crush these guys, we're going to go out and crush a lot of guys. That's what I honestly believe. If we fail, mission over.
Okay. Well, I obviously certainly hope that we go out and crush. I definitely want to see a run by the Raiders from this. And you said it the truth as well. I think the Tampa Bay Fake Pirates won 8 straight games last year, up to and including their Super Bowl, and that propelled them. on that win streak just propelled them. They went out, they beat the Saints, who they had lost to twice in the regular season, but they beat them in the playoffs when they needed to beat them. They beat the Packers in the championship game, which I really thought the Packers were going to win that game, and they didn't. And so, like you said, this is the time of the year when you need to get your team together and go on a win streak. And when you go on a win streak starting basically at this time, we're talking about it's December. You start your win streaks in December and you keep going, and that's when you go to the playoffs, and you go deep into playoffs by getting your team together now. I agree with that.
If you go on a hot streak right now, the Raiders go on a hot streak, which is what they need to do. The teams that go on hot streaks now are going to win Super Bowls. The teams that don't and they collapse, they're going to be the ones who fall behind, don't even make the playoffs. And I think we're going to go on a hot streak. I honestly believe that. Oh. Anyway,
Yeah.
I just want to hop on for a minute, bro. I got to do something about my ribs.
Yeah, please take care of yourself and get some rest, and any ailment stuff that can help you out, be it medicinal or non-medicinal, whatever it is. Just take care of yourself, and we appreciate you coming in.
Hey, bro. We got to talk because a couple things. We got to get a night of Chronicles of the Black Hole resolved of what we're going to do from now on, and also Stuart Schweiger, our former safety for the LA Raiders, wants you on the show more. And he told me, I know the captain doesn't stay up as late as I do. I really want him on my show. And I swear to God, if you go back and watch his videos, he's pleading with me like to get your ass over to his show. He wants you on there a hell of a lot more.
Okay, well, I'm more than happy to do that. Like I said, as you know, because you've called me at work. You've called me at work. I go to work. I go rolling through. I mean, literally rolling out of my truck right into a show, and then I do the cut-ups, and then I go to sleep, and I do the same thing the next day. And it's like I have very little time devoted, and I'll have to get what I will send.
Right, but Stuart likes to go live at midnight or 3 a.m. or whatever, and go to all hours of the morning. So,
Yeah,
good luck with that. But he told me, he's like, "Oh, gee, can you get Captain on my show more?" I'm like, "Well, yes, Stu, but you go late." And he goes, "I know that motherfucker's probably asleep."
oh,
Sorry.
yeah, and not bad. It was very late in your conversation. So, but yeah, that I am that a feather mucker that you're talking about. So yeah, that I
No,
got.
but he likes you. Like, oh, Stu likes Stuart Schweiger, ex NFL safety for the LA Raiders, like loves your stuff, Captain. He just wants you on his show. Although he's Red Bulls in the middle of the night kind of up.
Yeah. Oh, I got you. I will give Stuart. I literally, when I'm done with this show, I will give Stuart a text. On my, in fact, I'm gonna make sure I still have his number because I don't
If
know.
you need it, reach out to me. I got it. Like when he goes into his stuff late in the middle of the night, if I'm up, I'll jump in.
Yeah.
But then I tell him, look, man, I spend an hour on there. It's like, dude, I gotta go. I can't hang with you.
Yeah. No, I got Stuart's number. I will.
Yeah, because he'll run till like 7 a.m. I mean, that's him. He's got that energy. He's
Yeah.
got issues going on where this is his only outlet. But just saying, he wants you on his show a hell of a lot more.
Okay, well, I will do everything I can to try to make that happen. I will do everything I can to try to make that happen.
Cool. I'm just a messenger, bro. If you can't hang that late, I get it. Because I can't hang that late most of the time.
Yeah.
Um, and Skipper, I I'm grateful to you. You're my bro. You boost up my channel. Um, I'm at almost 1,000 viewing hours, and I've got less than 300 subscribers. I'm small. That's fine. But you and I need to find a night where we can do Chronicles show and go over old Raiders. If we can figure it out on a weekly basis, that would be great. If we got to do it every 2 weeks, that's fine too. But Jack Kenna told me, and Jack Kenna has never been on anybody's live. He thanked us for doing our research on Jamato and said the next time you go live and I can be on, I'm jumping on your show. That was a big compliment.
It was. And Jack actually called in, and he had said that he had never participated in any of these shows, and he called into my show the one time, and it was so fantastic to actually hear from Jack for sure.
Yeah. So anyway, bro, I gotta wrap my ribs. I gotta kick it. Get some sleep because I gotta work tomorrow morning.
Yep.
But I just wanted to pop in, tell everybody, hey, Raider Nation, love you guys, love you, bro. You're Captain Jack. You're the man.
Well, I appreciate it, partner. And I'm gonna this show is not gonna be a long show because literally I still have to pack for my trip tomorrow, and so that's gonna take a bit. And I had the other unfortunate thing is I actually have to go to work tomorrow for 3 hours because I don't have any more vacation time. So I have to work and then go to the airport. So it is a really
Brutal
rough.
schedule.
It is. It is. But
All right, brother. Well, listen, you take it easy. You have a good night. Hey, chat room. Love you guys. Glad you popped in. And God, I gotta get my ribs wrapped and get to sleep.
Go get your stuff wrapped.
All right, good night, bro.
All right. Good night, Bubba. You take care. That was good to see OG. Actually I'm gonna do a spot with the Saints are coming back. 6 minutes and 40 seconds left in the third. They did kick a field goal, so they're only down 3. I'm going big. I'm sorry I had OG on like widescreen, but I'm using the large screen here. Raphael, how you doing, brother? What's going on with you?
Hey, I'm very good, Captain Jack, because right now it had a lot of things that happened with the with the shutdown on the NBL, of course, in the Major League Baseball about the shutdown because that was the first one since 1994, and of course, well, the things what happened in the Carolina Panthers organization because with the return of Cam Newton and the injury report of Chris McCaffrey, it didn't go well. And well, seems like right now it's a weird week for the sports right here because right now we just saw everything's been crazy right here because first it was a blackout for the NBL because right now all these greatest players of the modern era they had the opportunity to see and for very close before the shutdown right here in the NBL they didn't have the close to contract of Justin Verlander for the Houston Astros, and I was wow. And it was like, oh my god, we just seen nothing about it. But we just missed the baseball just like that because even though I was watching the Venezuela Premier League, which is a Venezuela Baseball Professional League, which is my team is Cardenales de Lara. Do not be confused with the Arizona Cardinals, because I was watching since I was 4 years old, and it makes me everything about it. So and right now I'm very angry right now because right now the decision for the the coach, which is more rude, to put Cam Newton on bench, and they put PJ Walker right here. And right now, that things, and it gets me annoying. And right now, we have a bye week on Carolina Panthers right here, because the other week we're gonna face against Atlanta Falcons, and then we're gonna face against Buffalo Bills, and then twice between Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and the other one is gonna be against New Orleans Saints. But well, it's not easy at all. It's not an easy schedule right here for the Carolina Panthers.
Hmm. By the way, I was kind of upset today because, and I won't say who it was, but I have a person who was speaking with Vin Scully, and you know who Vin Scully is, right? The longtime, the 90-year-old longtime, what is it, announcer for the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Oh yes, I
Yeah,
remember that guy.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. And this person, who shall remain nameless, said, "Hey, I was just talking with Vin Scully, and I wanted you to talk. I was talking about you, and he wanted to talk with you." And I'm like, "Oh, of course. The one time that I get out of work late and I'm not able to talk to Vin Scully on the phone." And I was like, "My God, I missed a golden opportunity." So I want to thank the person that was that had Vin Scully on the line, and maybe another time we'll be able to take care of that, because I love Vin Scully, man. I mean, the man who gives what 60 over 60, maybe close to 70 years of his life as an announcer
Uh-huh.
for the Dodgers. That's awesome. That's awesome. But
Yeah, because
with baseball now, you said that you're a Yankees fan, if I'm not mistaken, right?
oh yes, yes, I'm a Yankees fan because I just love the whole passion and emotion about the baseball right there. But there's one guy that he became like the greatest announcer because he was born in Venezuela. Because I remember one guy called Gregorio Valles. He was like a sports caster. He was like a commentator for the team Cardenales de Lara. He's been doing for over like 30 years in a row. He's been doing from the 90s. He's been doing so great. And they have a journalist called Alfonso Saed. It has been doing over 50 years since the year 70s. And he was like great, and like to see the play comments right here. And it just he was a legend. And I had the opportunity to work with him just like a one season at the Venezuela Professional League with Cardenales de Lara. And that was really great. That was really great.
Well, I haven't been able to work with anybody of known. You know, I've had a chance to be on with. I actually got my start with Rada Joe in Virginia, and he gave me the bug to be on and do my own broadcast. So I was on with Rada Joe, and he inspired me. And then I did my shows down in Guantanamo. I had 2 years doing my shows down in Guantanamo, and then of course I came back and was doing my shows here. You know, Facebook, YouTube, things along those lines. So I
Exactly.
am inspired, and so you get those people that inspire you, and you go with it, and you run. So it's like you have that person as well. I got to ask you, because I know the Panthers are off. I got to ask you,
Yes.
um, the Raiders and Washington football team, and again, unbiased. I want an analytical view, not a fan's view. I want an analytical view. Who wins that game? Because Washington has won 3 straight games, and they've won. They've looked rather impressive in those 3 straight wins, and they're actually in the playoffs right now as the last team. In the wild card. So Washington goes to the Raiders on a short week. The Raiders actually have 10 days off,
Yes.
and so the Raiders actually get the benefit of more rest. I hope that they don't come out flat, and Washington comes out inspired, because they had that short week rather with the Raiders with the long week of 10 days. But who do you see winning that game?
Well, technically, it's gonna be a close game because right now Washington got it all, and that quarterback name right here, Tyler Heineke, is not really that good because the only person he calls Heineke is just like a alcoholic beverage. But well, I don't know what to do with. But if you look at see technically at that game right here, I think it's gonna be a close game because do you see like the stats right here of Deshaun Jackson right here because he made a huge impact. So he made like 3 catches for over 102 yards. So maybe if they game ball for the Foster Monroe right here and they gotta keep them off of the end zone, that'll be a close game. But I will say Raiders gonna win 38 against Washington 33 because it's all about the defense at the offline. They need to to keep them to the in the zone, and of course the win turnovers. And Raiders got the dub right here because I guarantee you, because it's going to be a tough battle between Derek Carr versus Tyler Heineke. But I will give him much props for the Raiders right here because they know how to end, because they know how to go to improve more the defense of the offline. Because if the Raiders got the same energy against Dallas last Thursday, it might be a win because it's going to be a tough schedule for the Raiders right here because it's going to be one game at a time. And right now, I just hope that the Raiders got the dub against Washington. So that's my final prediction right here. Raiders 38, Washington 33.
Okay, well, I like the fact that we have more points.
Yes.
That much I like. Hey, Rafael, again, gracias, mi amigo. Cuídate por ti. I know that my Spanish is not really correct, but you understand what I'm saying.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. And I just wanted to say I will teach you a little bit Spanish, and it was nice to have a conversation with you, Captain Jack, because I'm doing right here on your show right here because I'm just a big fan of your show, doing like Thursdays and Sundays along with No Dana, which I love him so much. And well, yes,
Well, and we appreciate you. Rafael, you take care, shipmate. Be well.
I will see you there, Captain.
All
Salute.
right. Salute, salute. You take care. That was Rafael. Um, it's 10:37, so we are definitely. Oh, did Pollard? I tell you, man, Pollard is the best running back that the Cowboys got. The best running back that I don't want to hear anything about Ezekiel Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott is broken down. He's broken down, and Tony Pollard. And I don't know what his contract status is, but I would love to pick him up. Somebody, give me. Let me see. Let's see what his contract status is. Let me see. Let's go to like Spot Track. I'm gonna look up on Spot Track. Maybe they'll tell me. Spot Track. Spot Track. Tony Pollard. Okay, yeah, it comes right up to Spot Track Tony Pollard. Okay, so let's see what it says. Okay, signed a 4-year deal with the Cowboys. I don't know when, but it said. Okay, so he is signed a 4-year deal. So he is okay. He is on their team next year, 2022, at the age of 25. Then in 2023, then he's an unrestricted free agent. But I really think that the Cowboys are going to they're gonna re-up him next year while he's still under contract. I can foresee that. By the way, the Cowboys are now up 10 points over the Saints. It's 20-10. 3 minutes and 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. I tell you, man, if they can Tony Pollard's going to be making some money. Taysom Hill had his finger taped. I don't know what caused the injury, but he got his finger taped on the sideline prior to coming back in. Nice run by I think that's the kid from was that the kid they picked up from used to be from Bama? Can't remember his name. Number 14. I know that that's not his normal number, but who is that? I'm looking around. Oh, Ingram, of course. Yeah, Ingram. Yeah, it was a kid out of Alabama. So let's go back to let's go there. I think they keep both next year, but year after. Yeah, I was going to say Zeke got paid. Yeah, I agreed. Oh, what another. Oh, oh my goodness. Jumped over one guy, deked another guy. I love Taysom Hill. Jumped over a D-back, bounced off another guy. What a great run. He'll hit his finger on the Cowboys. Okay, that's what. Thank you there. Bourbon. You know, Ezekiel Elliott he ain't all that in a biscuit. What's worse, the Mannings doing commentary of the games or Tony and Buck? I will tell you, I've never seen the Mannings do commentary because I don't want to watch it. So I have to not recuse myself, but I have no information. I have no desire. To listen to the Mannings do football. No desire. So but I do know that Joe Buck. I don't like Joe Buck either. I don't like. Well, Tony Romo at least gives some insight. He gives some insight. Yeah, and he even during the Cowboy game, yeah, he was a little bit of a homer, but he at least came through and pissed off a lot of Cowboys fans when he was said that all of those pass interference calls that they got were warranted. And that's from Tony Romo. They were warranted. It's good. It's nice that he actually says that. Matthew would like to see more Mariota. I'd like to see more Mariota as well. I'd like to see the defense play the same tough. Aside from Tony Pollard's 99-yard return, they kept him running wide. And again, that's special teams. That's not the defense on him, but they pretty much kept him in check. Okay. They pretty much kept him in check. So I'd like to see that again this week. Dived over guys and Nollins. Yeah, I remember that. Sebastian, good to see you as well. I thank you there, bud. The hat that I normally wear is on my kitchen counter, so I forgot that I had to grab one. But again, thank you for being here again tonight. I want to again, if you missed it, Mr. Wombat won a Raider Nation hard plastic wrist bracelets, and that was the one winner on the prize. Jesse Rodas on the other prize wheels. I had to do two prize wheels because I've been remiss in getting them done together. So Jesse Rodas won a Raiders earbuds. You put in your phone and stuff. The nice earbuds, Raider earbuds. Yeah, and that's the other thing. And I will say this as well. You know who also does great preparation is our man. Okay, Lincoln Kennedy. Fantastic preparation. And a good comment. What is Wombat's first name? I don't know what Mr. Wombat's first name. It's in the phone. It's in this phone. Hang on a second. I have Mr. Wombat's number too. Oh, it's William. It's William. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to have said that, but yeah, it's William. Mr. Wombat's first name is William. And I see the same thing. Jack Del Rio knows what is going to spook Carr. He knows his tendencies, and he has even though he's missing Chase Young, even though he's missing Vontez Sweat, he's going to have his defense cued in on how to stop Derek Carr, much like John Gruden had the fake Pirates' defense cued in to stop Rich Gannon. That's going to help. That's going to help the Redskins a lot. Hang on a second. Oh, we got Jared. Jared's on here.
Call from Pittsburgh, Jared D. Digger.
Hey, Jared, how you doing, brother? Good to hear from you. What's going on?
Hey, Kevin, Jack, how you doing tonight?
I'm good. And I didn't even go over any of the things that you touched on in the conversation that you had with me prior to the show the other night because I didn't want to spoil your thunder. But so I didn't go over any of that. I was waiting for you to come in and talk about the coaching changes that we had gone over. And I if you missed it, I'm going to let Jared do a reprise of what was the information that came out that was hot for the. Was it Sunday you called me, or was it? No, it was Tuesday, right?
Tuesday.
Yeah, it was Tuesday. So in case you missed it, Jared, go ahead and give what's the latest and greatest. In case you missed it, we'll let Jared talk about what's going on, brother.
Well, I mean, we do know that apparently, I'm reading right now, apparently the University of Troy hired John Summerall, a co-defensive coordinator from Kentucky, as new coach. I guess he'll be introduced tomorrow, believe it or not, as the head coach of Troy. Of course, the big stories of the weekend, obviously, was Lincoln Riley, of course, and Brian Kelly switching schools. I mean, Kelly getting $10 million a year for the next decade, however, to coach LSU, leading Notre Dame. Apparently, I'm still surprised that he would leave Notre Dame the way he did. However, Lincoln Riley, of course, went to USC. Of course, a lot of people just absolutely irate at him because of that. And I'm telling you right now, if you're on Notre Dame or Oklahoma, I would say right now, guess what, guys? You coached your last game. You're not coaching the bowl game at all. I don't know if they're going to, but I'm sorry. If I'm those schools right now, I'm just telling them right now, however, you screwed us, or we're going to screw you right back.
I was going to say, now, didn't they introduce Bobby Stoops as the interim head coach at Oklahoma?
I have not heard that. That's the first news I have heard. I know for a fact there has been talk that possibly a couple of names that have popped up in that job, however. One of them could be Matt Ruel, possibly the Carolina guy, former Baylor coach. There's been talk about him. There's been talk some other names could be out there. I'm surprised that Notre Dame, however, didn't have a chance to talk with him as well. They were talking about the Iowa State guy, but I'm telling you right now, I think the Oklahoma State guy, the Oklahoma job is going to go. If it does not go to Stoops, however, I think the guy from Iowa State could get this job. I'm just saying this hypothetically. I haven't heard it's been confirmed, but you never know. It could be him interviewing for that job.
Well, I tell you what, I can almost guarantee you. I can almost guarantee you that somebody's getting a hold of Urban Liar in Notre Dame, because that is Urban Liar's ultimate job. He's been wanting that job forever, and the only reason why he took the job in Jacksonville was because he didn't think that Kelly was going to leave, and now it's open. And I can almost guarantee you, that Urban Liar is going to get some calls from Notre Dame.
Oh, I'm sure you will, but the thing is, though, that was the original plan. I had thought too, and then all of a sudden I heard last night Notre Dame apparently talked with one of the defensive coaches, and apparently he's got the job now. Apparently, I think the only job that right now Urban Liar could be looking at maybe now could be Virginia, because Bronco Mendenhall announced today he's resigned from the UVA football job after 6 years. So the Virginia job is open now, apparently.
Well, but so you're saying that Notre Dame already picked their coach?
Yes, apparently they went after the defensive coordinator. Apparently, unless this is only a short-term thing, but from what I heard, they hired the defensive coordinator last night. Yes. First
time hearing about it. I'll have to go in. I'll have to go in and talk to. I have a very I won't say close friend, but a gentleman I work with who's a supervisor at my job, who's a big Notre Dame honk, and I didn't even talk to him the entire day because of I didn't want to upset him about the Bob not Bob Davy. Boy, I'm going back in time. The Brian Kelly fiasco. And yeah, Mike Sarah said it as well, going with their defense coordinator. I think that's stupid. I mean, nothing against the defensive coordinator, but do you mean to tell me that they didn't get on the phone with Urban Meyer and say, Urban, we want you for this program, and we'll get you out of that contract or whatever, because they have all the money, more money than the Pope, literally. And they could have got him out of that contract. And I don't think that Urban wants to be an NFL head coach if he could go to Notre Dame. So, and Mike Sarah confirms it, that going with their defense. And by the way, Bourbon Country also confirmed that Bob Stoops is the interim at Oklahoma. So if those guys patched up those jobs quickly, I think that they miss out. And again, I despise, hate, loathe, and abhor Urban Meyer. Okay? So let me get that straight. I hate, loathe, abhor, and despise Urban Meyer, but that was the job that he wanted.
Yeah. Well, apparently there was reports that Tommy Rees, the former quarterback, however, and one of Kelly's own former players, was going to go with him, however, apparently to LSU. Now he told Notre Dame, apparently this morning, he's staying as Notre Dame offensive coordinator. However, also the guy who was the guy that was hired was Marcus Freeman. That was the guy who took over the defensive job. Now, another job that opened up today, apparently, however, was Colorado State. Apparently, the reason why is their coach apparently had some racial comments, however, and his record wasn't that great either, 4-15 to 2 years. So right now, two other jobs, like I said, have just opened up in Colorado and Virginia. Plus, Virginia Tech hired one of Penn State's defensive coordinators. I think this is defensive coordinator for their job, however, and I'm surprised Virginia Tech went after a defensive guy. They could have gone after like a Stoops or possibly someone like maybe there was some other talk about Bill O'Brien possibly, or even Lane Kiffin. There was also talk Kiffin might have taken the Irish job, but now I think possibly if Manny Diaz somehow, and right now his job seems to be safe for the moment at Miami, if that Miami job does come open, and I think it's going to be opening up before the year's out or early January, if they keep him around a few more weeks, however, somehow, some way, if they do not fire him this year and they give Diaz one more year, then Kiffin could take the job maybe if he wants a job to coach in. He could take the job at Virginia, but that seems to be the only job right now for him. Because right now, there's not many jobs left right now that are open in the coaching carousel right now.
You're talking about Manny Diaz going to Virginia, correct?
No, I was talking about Lane Kiffin.
Well, but why would Lane Kiffin want to go to Virginia when he has a decent job at Ole Miss?
I don't know. I don't know who else is out there right now who would take the Virginia job after Bronco had just left. Diaz right now obviously is going to stay in Miami another year unless they get rid of him. Right now, his job right now, a couple of weeks ago, was up in the air. Now, somehow, some way, surprisingly, however, I don't know, Miami has not said yet if his job is safe yet. And right now, the Hurricanes have not come out and said, well, we're going to let you go. Another job that's also opened up is Temple. So you got three jobs right now that are opening up right now. Now, for your Gators, I like the Louisiana guy they hired, but again, they could have gone after a bigger name. This guy, I don't know if he's going to fare so well, however, because he's going from like the low-end conference like the Sun Belt into the big SEC fire, so to speak. Is he going to be?
Did his? Sorry, I sneezed and I had it on mute. I actually looked at the guy that they hired, who was the coach of the Raging Cajuns. I like what he can do. He's an offensive guy. He's got a lot of. He's been under Saban's staff before. So he's got good pedigree. You know what? And the thing is, they made a mistake with Mullen. They made a mistake with McElwain. They made a mistake with their last. Well, again, McElwain and Mullen, and even Muschamp was not the greatest. So, I think the Gators wanted to get away from these guys that come in with all this hoopla, and they got somebody that wants to work and has a good work ethic, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. I think that that's probably going to be a very good a hire for the game. At least I'm definitely hoping it is. But I think it's going to be a good hire for the Gators.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we got some championship games coming up this week, obviously. I mean, we got Pac-12 tomorrow night, Oregon and Utah. I think Oregon's going to get a little retribution this time. They have to at this point. However, they were pissed off a couple weeks ago losing to the Utes in Salt Lake City. I think Oregon's going to get a little retribution. Of course, we got the big one, Georgia and Alabama. Of course, that's going to be a hell of a game right there. We also got Michigan and Indiana, Mr. Harbaugh. Plus, we got Pitt playing Wake Forest. I mean, that's going to be in Charlotte. I have a few friends who already left today, and they're leaving tomorrow as well for that game down there in the Carolinas. I think Pitt's going to win that game. But like I said, it's going to be a crazy weekend. I think Sunday, however, I think we'll know officially some of the bowls. Now, I did hear something about the bowls. I think they're adding an extra bowl game. I don't know if you heard that or not. I don't know why, but they are.
Okay. No, I didn't hear that.
Yeah. Apparently they're adding, I mean, I was reading this today. Let me see if I can find the article. I did see this today, and I read this right before I called you earlier, not just now. Let me see if I can pull it off right now, because I did hear it's going to change a little bit of the way the bowl games are being set up. But the bowl game is starting 2 weeks from tomorrow. Let me see if I can dig it up here real quick.
Okay.
All right. I'm watching the Dallas game, too.
Well, I mean, to be honest, Jared, we're up against the top of the hour, and I wanted to chop it at 11. Get it ready for the next time, and we'll talk about it.
Hold on, I got it. Hold on, real quick. I got it. Here we go. This is what they say. The NCAA has added a 42nd game to the 2021-2022 college football schedule per report from Brett McMurphy of the Action Network. The newly added game will be played in Texas and is expected to be televised by an ESPN network, according to the report. The contest will feature teams from the Group of Five Conference: American, Conference USA, MAC, Mountain West, and the Sun Belt. With 84 teams eligible to play the bowl game this season, all 84 will now automatically receive a bid. 31 teams from a group that includes Ball State, Hawaii, Miami, Ohio, North Texas, Old Dominion, Wyoming, would not have appeared in a postseason bowl game. So there we go.
Okay.
That's what we're going to do.
All right. Well, thanks for getting that squared away as well.
Yep.
I got that. So again, thank you for that. It's the Pittsburgh Report from Jared. Thank you for coming into the show and giving us dropping all that knowledge. And obviously, we'll be ready for you on Sunday after the Raiders game against Washington, and hopefully the Raiders can come out and play with the same piss and vinegar that they did in Dallas. And, the Raiders actually, they got the long week. They got the 10 days off. Washington's coming in on a short week because they played on Monday. Normally that would work in the Raiders' favor, but remember, the Raiders kind of suck after buys. So having that long week is good for injuries, although Darren Waller is not going to play. So it's going to be a lot of Foster Moreau and the other tight end who's really, I mean, he's decent, but he's not of the same caliber once you have, obviously, the drop-off from Waller as well as, and Carrier's still out. So the Raiders are going to need to make sure that they have something going on. And with Deshaun Jackson not at 100%, the Raiders are going to have to do something to open up that offense against a very stout Washington defense.
Yeah, and plus the two are going to have to be all fired up for their game against Baltimore too. I mean, this is a must-win game for them. After what happened with Cincinnati, if they don't win this, their season dies on Sunday.
All right. Well, Jared, hey, thanks again for coming in, brother. Always a pleasure.
No problem. Okay.
All right. That was the Pittsburgh Report with Jared, and that will be the last portion of our show. We're right up at 11 o'clock Eastern, a little over an hour and a half into the show. So I want to say thank you to everybody. I want to, again, congratulate Mr. Wombat for the hard plastic wrist bracelets that he won, and also Jesse Rodas with the Raider earbuds. And again, hopefully, and and Ed said this as well. Hopefully, we'll see more Marcus Mariota. I'd definitely like to see that. But the Raiders offense needs to play well. All right, folks, we'll see you for the next show. It should be Sunday night after the game. Give me a chance to get home, and we'll have our show. I, again, don't know when that's going to be, but give me a chance to get home after the game, and we'll go from there. We'll see you there. Take care, everybody, and good night to all.